Right, how to make a plaque. Right, we've got a load of old scrap here, some pallets, bits and bobs. We use one of these old bits of pallets, I think. We use one of them bits. That'll do, lovely. Right. Right, now we've separated our wood. Like I say, you can use all sorts of pallet wood, you know, any old scrap wood you find for this. There's a reason I'm using an A4 piece of paper, you'll see why shortly. Mark, rough mark, width for the paper. I mean, you can do this bigger, you can have bigger bits of wood, but for printing wise, you'll see why shortly. So now we have a mark, we align, like so. For this one really. And a line. Then we have the start of our plaque. Secondly, just give it a little sand. Do a stamp for the edges as well. Stamp for the edges. Part, just find some images online, some text you want, and make something up to print off, basically. If you're no good at art, unless you're good at art, you don't need to do it, but I'm not good at art, so I have to print and trace. And pin some tracing paper down on top of your printout of the stencil you want. Hold it in place, it's all nice. It's easy to blue tack it. And start to trace. Right, that's the reverse trace done. Ready the template over to the plaque. We'll line it up accordingly onto the plaque. Hold it down. Centralise it. Tack the edges. It's pinned there. Now to trace away. Scratch over the top. If you know how to use tracing paper, I'm sure you know how this works. You trace one side, you do the back. Back's obviously transparent, and then you rub over the top, and then it'll leave the stencil onto the plaque. Alright, now it's all done. Transfer is complete, and it's traced as such. Next, I mean, there's many things you can do with this here. We're actually going to use a little wood burner. You can pick them up for like a tenner, 15 quid sometimes at little DIY shops and stuff, and little hobbycraft shops, sometimes supermarkets. You can actually paint them if you wanted to, but on this instance we're going to use a little wood burner. Nice, cheap and cheerful little job, and we'll go from there. So we've got the little wood burner heated up now. Obviously this is the piece we are doing. It's upside down, sorry, but yeah, that's the piece we're doing, obviously. But you also need a scrap piece to burn off the excess before you actually transfer it to the piece. You need to burn off the excess first.
Oh, the overheat.
As we'll show you, and yeah, because it overheats. Let's give it a try, see if it's warmed up yet. It's almost there, isn't it?
No, it's there, I'd say.
Yep, okay.
Just making sure it's not overheated. No, we're good to go.
Okay. So that's the test done.
Like scores, just to get
yeah. And then we'll start the process. You do have to be careful with these ones because it is hard when you hit the grain with the wood burners. But if you do make a slight mistake, you can sort of correct yourself as long as you're sort of fairly careful. You use a thin nib on these ones. There's different sort of nibs you can get with these little wood burner kits.
See where I'm going over the grain here?
Yeah, you can see slightly there, but no, it will come out lovely in the end.
You just got to also be careful of the smoke hitting in your eyes as well.
Absolutely. Keep the window open. Right. Burn the excess off. We'll be back in a minute.
Right, when doing the wood burning, so I'm going to be going over a grain here. What I don't want to do is fight against the grain, otherwise it will make me go over here. I'll just lift up and very lightly go over the grain before continuing along my guide. It does take a bit of time and patience, but the end result is worth it. But ultimately, do not fight against the grain. If you find yourself stuck against the grain, just lift the pen up and go over the grain very lightly. So at this point.
There we are, finished article. You can wax them, stain them, varnish them, whatever you want with them. You can use tea bags, coffee if you wanted to, just to give it a bit of texture. I'm actually going to keep this one like this one. I quite like it for my little one. But the options are limitless. So I say you can paint them, but it shows you what you can do with a waste bit of wood. Simple as that. Please like and subscribe to our channel. Take care, guys. Also guys, coming up next is just a couple of clips of some we've done in the past. For some people at church, some friends and family. I mean, we've done loads over the past. We'll see what we can find, put a couple of clips together. Take care.